running back and linebacker. Number 2, Terrell Reynolds, defensive end. Number 3, Anthony Day, linebacker. Kyle Williams, number 4, wide receiver, defensive back. Justin Cook, number 5, wide receiver, defensive back. Number 6, Shamir Wilkerson, linebacker, defensive end. McKay Hopkins, number 7, linebacker and running back. Amir Jones, number 9, wide receiver, defensive back. Ryan Epps, number 12, tight end, defensive end. Kamir Williams, number 13, quarterback, linebacker.
You see when I
14, Zakai Lewis,
when I go here,
quarterback, a defensive back. Number 15, Demarius Walters.
But then what about this one?
That's all right.
Wide receiver, defensive back. 17, Giovanni Maldonado, wide receiver, defensive back. LeBron Jones, number 19, wide receiver. 21, Micah Chambers, linebacker. 24, Raytel Bryant, running back, defensive back. Number 51, Ja'Kay King Williams,
basically all on one page.
offensive line, defensive line. 55, Tyshawn Hand Black, offensive and defensive line.
You could toggle back and forth
64, Sir Kane Venable, offensive and defensive line.
Oh,
Tamir Jennings.
Oh, his bag's there.
Number 71, offensive line, defensive line. Tariq Jackson, offensive line, defensive line. Number 73 and number 74, Roy Irvin, offensive and defensive line. Starting for the Mustangs on offense, left tackles number 64, senior Nate Goodman. Left guard is number 50, junior Clayton Reynolds. Jacob Lopez is the center, number 53. Right guard, number 51, Jose Landrum, senior. Right tackle, 77,
Ooh, that brace feels
Noah
nice.
Noggle, senior. Tight end is number 80, junior Aiden Young. Aiden Martins, halfback, number 35, junior. Fullback, senior, number 2, Trey Rock. Running back, senior, number 10, Nick Singleton. Wide receiver, number 15, Jarrell McNeil, junior.
I'm taking your
And the
job.
quarterbacks,
I'm Kelly.
senior,
We
number
met before.
13, Eden
We
Johnson,
did.
and junior, number 8,
It was down here we
Nelson
met.
Neal.
Yep.
On defense, the nose guard is number 61, Kendry Aris. Defensive tackle, number 51, Mikhail Ford. Defensive tackle, 64, Nate Goodman. Defensive end, number 80, Aiden Young. Defensive end, number 7, Braylon Stewart. Linebackers are number 2, Trey Rock. Number 6, Jordan Kirshner. The safeties, number 3, Aiden Johnson. Number 35, Aiden Martin. Tyler Minnick is the quarterback, number 22, along with number 11, Lamaj Northen. The punter's Trey Rock, and the kicker, number 9, Jackson Schools. Punt returners, 10, Nick Singleton, 22, Tyler Minnick.
They're not muted. I don't know if that's okay. There's conversations, I think, in the other game. It's okay.
Whatever. I can't.
I was like, what am I hearing? And I realized it's coming out of here.
Yeah, I can't tell.
I heard some girl go like, what are you talking about?
Never happen again.
Yeah, I don't see.
You tailgate?
It's not this one?
I don't know.
Well, not out Kelly on that.
I wish I could tailgate.
Kelly has a tailgate tomorrow with 100 people organized.
Really?
Yeah.
Westchester tailgates.
No,
That's
yeah,
what
it
I'm
is.
talking about.
I mean, well, it's our whole cheer family tailgate. I mean, I have 34 cheerleaders, so all their families.
Yep.
Good evening, and welcome to tonight's game between the Harrisburg Cougars and the Governor Mifflin Mustangs. At this time, we would ask that our fans please rise and direct their attention to the stadium bell. In 2007, the Governor Mifflin School Board approved the creation of 2 non-voting board positions to be filled by student representatives. The positions are designed to provide the student body with a voice on the school board. The student representatives holding these positions are expected to attend school board meetings and maintain lines of communication with their fellow students, support staff, teachers, and administrators. Tonight, they are expected to ring our stadium bell. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you Hannah Palang and Lydia Kitch. Hannah is the daughter of Karen and Steve Palang. Her sister Tessa is a Governor Mifflin freshman. Hannah serves as president of the Student Government Association and is also a member of the Future Business Leaders of America and FCA. Her future plans include continuing her education with a major in nursing. Her favorite thing about Governor Mifflin Senior High School are the friendships and a sense of community that have developed through Mustang Nation. Lydia is the daughter of Bill and Christine Kitch. She has 2 older brothers, Will, who is a senior and biochem major at Washington and Jefferson University, and Gabe, a sophomore applied mathematics major at the United States Naval Academy. Lydia serves as secretary of the Student Government Association and is also a member of FCA, Academic Challenge, Yearbook, and the German Club. Her future plans include continuing her education with a major in nursing and a career goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Her favorite thing about Governor Mifflin is the abundance of opportunities that enable students to achieve success in the present and the future. Hannah and Lydia, thank you for your school spirit, dedication, and commitment. But most of all, thank you for exemplifying the words of legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden. The most powerful leadership tool you have is your own example. Congratulations, ladies. Our stadium bell is traditionally rung to signal the gathering of our communities and in memory of those from our communities who have passed on, but whose spirits are ever with us. Hannah and Lydia, will you now please toll the bell 5 times, once for each of the communities that collectively form Governor Mifflin. Thank you. Please remain standing as the Governor Mifflin Senior High School Band performs the alma mater and the new arrangement sings the national anthem.
switches. Let's just switch the wrong way.
What's that?
Let's just stop out. Wrong way.
Oh, sorry.
Governor Mifflin is one of the toss and elected to restate.
All right, it's Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, ready for action here. Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg. Wow, man. Duct tape and baling wire, Kerry, I'll tell you what. But we're ready for action here, Harrisburg, Governor Mifflin. Thanks, everybody, for joining us.
No, it's this is not what the matchup we expected we're going to see at the beginning of the week, but I think everybody in PA that follows PA high school football, no doubt is looking at this as like probably the game of the year so far in PA high school football. Having Harrisburg come into Shillington tonight to play Governor Mifflin, both these teams coming in undefeated. I'll talk more about what they're coming in with in a few minutes here, but this game is huge. Two heavyweights. It's going to be a battle, and can't wait to bring this one to the fans tonight.
Yeah, beautiful night for football, that's for sure. So, getting ready for the kickoff. And you're exactly right, Kerry. Nobody was expecting this. You guys, can you hear? You can hear. You can hear a broadcast. All right, getting ready to kick off for Harrisburg.
Singleton, 22, Minnick.
Haquan Prather, number one.
Cougars kickoff.
Minnick and Singleton back deep for Governor Mifflin. So we're ready for football here in Shillington. Thanks for joining us. And a squib kick to start. Not a bad play, Kerry.
Mustangs cover the onside kick.
No, and usually you talk about that a little bit later in the game, Bruce, but again, when you've got Nick Singleton back there for Governor Mifflin, not giving him the opportunity to touch the ball early, not a bad idea.
All right, so Governor Mifflin takes over. 1st and 10, ball's on their 36-yard line.
So again, just talked about, in our brief pregame there, Bruce, both these teams were scheduled to play other teams tonight, but by fate, with the navigating the pandemic here like we had to do last season, both these teams get to match up tonight.
Yeah, just right up the gut, not a whole lot.
No, and obviously an awful lot of firepower out there on both
Mustangs
sides of the ball.
Flag on the play.
A flag on the first play, Kerry. Oh boy.
Well, I think emotions are definitely running high here, for both these teams. Again, very successful programs, especially over the last few years.
The play was over on Sportsmanlike 55 white. First down.
Wow. On the first play on Sportsmanlike, that kind of been rare.
A little bit of feedback there in the Mike's ref. I know you talked about that so far in our broadcast this season. It's nice having the referees mic'd up. So again, both these teams coming in here tonight.
After the penalty, 1st and 10 from the Cougars 45-yard line.
Okay, 1st and 10 now.
And we have a whistle.
Slow start to this one.
Kicking tee from the kickoff still out on the field.
All right, ready to go. And right up the gut, that was Trey Rock.
Rock on the carry.
Eden Johnson in at quarterback for Governor Mifflin to start the game. I'm sure we're going to see Delson McNeil at some point in time with Jeff Lang having the luxury of having two capable quarterbacks to run this offense.
No, and again, we've talked about on our broadcast earlier this season. It's a great problem to have, having two quarterbacks that can come in, run your offense, and you really don't need to skip a beat. But Johnson's done a great job so far this season.
Singleton with his first carry. Gets up to about the 35-yard line. I think people have probably heard that, James Franklin is supposed to be here at some point during the game, Kerry. I don't see him right now, but...
No, I haven't seen him yet. And for those of you who are joining us for the first time, Bruce and I have had Governor Mifflin, several times over last season, this season. There's a helicopter up there. Maybe that's him coming in now,
I got to
Bruce.
believe that's him. Right on cue, Kerry. Rock. He's got the first down.
Trey Rock, the carry.
So a couple household names here for Governor Mifflin. If you're from Harrisburg and joining us for the first time, of course, Nick Singleton is running back for this Governor Mifflin offense. He's a senior now.
On the Cougar.
This season, he took over the
35-yard line.
The Berks County touchdown record, and last week took over the Berks County all-time career rushing record. And he came into this game with 4,845 yards. He's a 2022 running back. He's already committed to Penn State. 5A All-State last year, Berks Player of the Year last year.
And this is Johnson around the edge.
Johnson on the keeper around the left side.
Very close to a first down there, Kerry.
It's Governor Mifflin.
Second and inches.
And this Governor Mifflin offense, certainly puts up a lot of points. In Singleton last year had 1,300 yards in only 8 games, because of the pandemic, and 24 touchdowns.
Singleton
for the first down, gain of 4.
So again, talked about both these teams coming in 3-0. Of course, Harrisburg, beat Pine Richland week 1, and that was the team that Governor Mifflin lost to late in the playoffs last year, and they beat Hazleton 31-21 and Manheim Township last week, 2017. So Harrisburg is averaging 25.6 points a game, and giving up 19.6 points a game.
and number 44 there, that's just recently activated, Aiden Gallen at fullback, Kerry.
Now and again, we've seen it before with this Governor Mifflin team. We see whoever gets hot can be getting the ball. We've seen them spread the ball around. Various guys get the touchdowns.
Gain of 2.
And we've also seen games where Nick Singleton's put up 3-4 scores. For Governor Mifflin.
Can you hear mine?
2nd and 8. 8:46 left here in the first quarter.
All right, Mifflin on a good drive on their opening possession of the game. Johnson, that's Singleton, and he's met. Good defensive play there by Kyle Williams.
That was just an excellent job by Harrisburg on the edge and keeping that contained. So again, Governor Mifflin coming in 3-0 tonight and picking up right where they left off last season. Yeah. They're averaging 51 points a game, and they've only given up an average of 6.7 points a game.
All right, 3rd down and 7 now, Kerry. Opening possession of the game.
Got everything
Johnson
spread
in the
out.
Shotgun, and he's taking it up the middle. Well, he's going to be close to a first down, but they're short.
Johnson on the keeper.
And we'll see what they do here and see if they go for it on 4th down. But, they had 3 receivers up top. Trey Rock out of the backfield, kind of in the slot there, spreading things out. Nick Singleton, the lone back there, and kind of, running that option, whether the quarterback's going to keep it or he's going to pitch to Singleton. Of course, it's one of those things. They've got so many playmakers. You get any of those guys in space, and, it can go for 6.
All right, big 4th down, 4th and 3. Ball's on the 15-yard line. And, oh, boy, that is really close. And a flag comes in. I think he's short, Kerry, but let's see the flag.
No, pretty much the same look. The wide side of the field was up top. They had the 3 receivers up there. They kind of tried to run it back this way to the left. QB on the keep, and we'll see what the call is. That was 4th down and about 3 to go.
Oh, my.
Well, that kind of takes away the having to worry about where the spot was. So face mask on the defense. 7:11 left here in the first quarter, and it's going to bring up
Mustangs, first and goal from the 8.
First and goal from the 8 for Governor Mifflin.
What? First and goal now, Mifflin. Aiden Gallen has got the ball and dragging tacklers into the touchdown. Aiden Gallen, his first game activated for Governor Mifflin. The opening possession here takes it all the way in for the touchdown. 6-0 Mustangs.
No, and that's the Governor Mifflin offense that we're just so accustomed to seeing. You know, going back to all the great fullbacks they've had here. You know, Schmidt, who was a fullback here, you know, who Nick broke his records at Mifflin. Going back to last year, Strausser. This year, Trey Rock, and you know, now another guy in the fold.
Goals. Point after attempt is good.
So we're sitting here with 6:47 left in the first quarter. Governor Mifflin successful on their first drive. 7-0 over the Mifflin and Harrisburg Cougars. Again, a game that kind of came into play here during the course of the week. Neither of these teams were scheduled to play each other, but again, with navigating cancellations or postponements through the pandemic, it came to be, and I think everybody that's watching this game tonight here in the stands is excited for this. Again, two huge heavyweights in PA high school football, two awesome teams the last few years, two very well coached teams, and it's just going to be an exciting night here in Shillington.
Yeah, and you got to believe that there's some payback, you know. I mean, that Harrisburg wanting to put on Governor Mifflin after that big victory. I think that was the last time that these two teams met, was in that district semifinal game in that monsoon over at Severance Field. So,
yeah, and that was just an old school, knock them down, drag them out game. But no, you're right, Bruce. Again, Harrisburg, certainly not a total stranger to the area. With them being very successful, being in the playoffs. Exeter Township right next door has been up against them a few times as well.
Jackson Schools now ready to kick off. Thanks for hanging with us, gang. And he squibs it. Boy, that's a beauty. Picked up there. That's number 5. Justin Cook, and he got blasted.
2-44 Gallen with a tackle. First and 10 Cougars. Gallen, 21-yard line.
Gallen, who you just talked about with the touchdown earlier, and then of course the other fullback and one of the best linebackers around right now, number 2, Trey Rock, down there playing special teams. Again, that's the importance of special teams here, and both those guys screaming downfield. And we know Trey Rock just from being a part of this team last year, part of the linebacking core, and the sticks that he lays on people, and doing it again tonight. So get to see the Harrisburg offense here and see what they can do, see if they can answer back for that opening drive touchdown by Governor Mifflin.
Expecting to see a lot of Wildcat here. And a little action there. Looks like number 14, Zakiel Lewis, a junior, starting at quarterback.
Again, I know pregame, Bruce, you and I had a little bit of conversations, and as far as what the quarterback situation would be tonight for Harrisburg. But again, the junior getting the start.
The Cougars begin first and 10 at their own.
The freshman
16-yard.
Sean Lee had been going earlier in the season and been very successful so far.
And right up the gut, that's number 7, Mackay Hopkins, a junior. He's a load, but man, that was a big collision right in the center of that line, Kerry.
No, that's a great job just running downhill, picking up yards. He did a nice job. And, something we've talked about early on in the season so far, and of course we saw it, in the matchup here, a couple weeks ago with Wilson, that front 7 for, Governor Mifflin. They're very tough to run on in between the tackles. So to get those positive yards right up the gut like that, great job by Harrisburg.
So Lewis, he's going deep and right pass. Man, there was only one Mifflin defender and 2 receivers.
Yeah, they had trips up top there, Bruce. 3 receivers up to the left. That's the wide side of the field, and they had 2 of those guys going vertical, and that was Nick Singleton, the PSU running back commit. That was the only guy really out there with those 2 guys getting upfield. So need to square away that coverage. But again, we've talked about this defensive backfield for Governor Mifflin this year is no doubt, in my time around, probably the best defensive backfield collectively that I've seen in Berks County.
Lewis now calling signals. 6:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Throwing it out to the side. Nice play there.
Mustangs converge on the.
No, and again, seeing this with both of these
That's
teams.
number 4, Kyle Williams with the grab.
4th down.
Both of these teams trying to get their playmakers out in space. That was Nick Singleton out there on coverage. Did a nice job with the open field tackle. Again, when you get on space, try to make that first guy miss and get upfield and get yards. But Williams
Singleton deep for the Mustangs.
has 4 combined touchdowns coming in so far this season. I believe he is the leading receiver for Harrisburg as well. Brings up a
Mikhail Hopkins deep to punt, and he got it away. Singleton, wow, no fair catch.
Takes the punt and gains 2. Mustangs 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line.
No, but definitely a good job there of securing the ball. Again, great job by Harrisburg getting that away and flipping the field, getting the ball on the other side of the 50, and it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for Governor Mifflin. Here with 5:27 left in the first quarter, they're going to be starting from their own 47-yard line.
All right, Governor Mifflin's 2nd possession of the game. 5:27 to go here in the opening quarter. Mustangs up 7-0 over Harrisburg. Thanks for joining us here on SSP Network. And out to the side on Singleton, and he's gone. 53 yards.
Mustangs.
Unbelievable.
It's not quite like, you can say, it's scripted, but, we've seen that a lot these last 2 seasons with Mifflin, a very methodical drive to open the game. And they come back and they touch the ball the 2nd, 3rd time, and it's 1 or 2 plays and they're into the end zone. And again, the first series there was a lot of stuff where the quarterback was keeping it, kind of trying to find some space inside. That time pitched it to Singleton, and when you get him outside and on the corner, we've seen that since his freshman year. He's not going to be caught.
Schools with the extra point, but Kerry, that was so clear. As soon as he got the pitch, he was gone.
No, and again, we saw him in his first varsity action right here on this field when he scrimmaged as a freshman against Berks Catholic, and right away you knew he's going to be special. But from that first season on, you watch his huddle highlights. It's when he gets out and gets in space and gets behind the defenders. It's one of the things of what sets him apart as a big-time D1 FBS running back recruit. The amount of space that he puts between himself and those chases is incredible. Fast forward from his freshman year up to where he's at as a senior now, he is bigger, stronger, and faster, and we've seen him bang inside the tackles. He's big, he's strong, he's really the total package that you want as a running back, on your D1 FBS team.
Well, Mifflin now, pretty clear they're going back to the squib kick strategy. But that last one went very well, so why not keep it up? So number 9, Jackson Schools, ready to kick off again. Boy, beautiful night, Kerry. My gosh.
I was just going to say that we had one very heavy rain game early on this season, but the other nights have been great. But it's really starting to feel like football weather here in eastern Pennsylvania. Clear skies, had a couple little showers earlier in the day, but clear view of the pagoda up on top of the mountain there, right across Schuylkill River, where Reading is, and we're here in Shillington bringing you this one.
Squibs it down. That's off of Prather.
Cougars cover the kickoff.
And they do cover it there. That was Justin
at the
Cook.
Cougars' own 18-yard line. Justin Cook
So
covering that
second
kickoff.
possession now, Kerry. You know, I guess a surprising thing about that first possession for Harrisburg is the, you know, really, you know, going for the deep ball.
Well, no, and again, they had it, you know, with the concept there again.
Unsportsmanlike 33 red.
Okay, so we have a on the kickoff and unsportsmanlike on Governor Mifflin. It's going to help the Cougars out here with their starting position for this
Cougars
drive.
will start 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line.
Okay, 1st and 10 from their own 33, 5:17 left here in the first quarter. But, you know, going back to what you were saying, Bruce, they had those guys up top, and really there was some blown coverage. You know, Singleton was out there alone with two receivers.
Lewis handing it off inside again to Mikhail Hopkins.
Hopkins with the carry.
Good gain on first down, 3, almost 4 yards.
Gain of 4.
No, it's a great job, and again, you know, just getting upfield, north and south, getting those positive yards, and you know, I know we talk about this a lot, but you know, when you're sitting down with 2nd and 6, you know, if you add up 3, 3, and 3, it's 9, but you get one of those in there that's, you know, 4 or 5 yards, and you know, you can just pound it and get the first down. But Cougars have big play capabilities as well.
Lewis, Hopkins. And he's still on his feet. Tell you what, Hopkins is a load, 6'1", 235, Kerry.
No, and again, you know, nice, you know, just formation design there by the
Gain of about
Cougars as well.
3.
They had two receivers out both sides, spreading out the defense. You know, you make those 4 DBs honor that. You just have got those, you know, 7 men left in the
32
box,
from the
and
41-yard line.
this offensive line for Harrisburg, big, physical. Of course, you know, the 2 D tackles inside for Mifflin, we've talked about them before as well. You know, they're definitely space eaters. You know, it's one of those things, hard to move the line of scrimmage on Governor Mifflin.
So Zakil Lewis now. Throwing the ball quickly out to number 5 there, Justin Cook. And he's still going. Down the sidelines he goes. Down to inside the 20, down to the 18-yard
Number 5
line.
with the reception, Justin Cook.
Great job by Cook. Great job, you know, getting him the ball. You know, high percentage pass there, getting him the ball, getting him in space, and letting him use his feet and get downfield. And you know, very heads-up play there. Instead of taking the shot, just got out of bounds, but puts Harrisburg in great position.
So a timeout quickly.
Timeout.
Mustangs, timeout.
I'll tell you what, he just put it right across the middle, and it was off to the races there.
You know,
So
again,
Mifflin trying to regroup here on defense.
we know every team's not capable of doing that, but these 2 teams are with Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg. You get your playmakers out in the space, get them the ball, and you know, let them make plays.
And it looks like James Franklin's made his appearance. There he is. Getting a nice tight shot of James on the sideline.
So, of course, Nick Singleton, running back, senior, committed to Penn State. Just recently graduate from Penn State. Jan Johnson, who was a linebacker there, lets us know he's on the practice squad down with the Texans. So a few Mustangs here with the connections to Penn State. Of course, right next door from Exeter Township, Michael Mennett, offensive lineman there. Is graduated now. Now's out with the Cardinals. In the
Oh, it's a
NFL.
fumble! And tackled in the
Fumble
back of
recovered by
there.
the Cougars, number 7, Hopkins.
Looks like
Also
Braylon Stewart got in there.
No, and it's just one of those things, you know, especially coming after a timeout, you don't want to kind of, you know, just shoot yourself in the foot there with
Second down from their own 22
so much
line.
success. We're banging the middle, had the, you know, the big play, getting you down there into great position. And of course, anytime you get inside that red zone, you want to score. Preferably want to put up 6. But we're looking at 2nd and 14 now from the 22.
Zakiel Lewis. Oh, great interception! Eden Johnson! What a heavy roll!
Number 3 for the Mustangs with the interception. Eden Johnson. First and 10 Mustangs.
No, just off there on the throw behind him.
Incredible.
Nice pick, getting over the sidelines, trying to get upfield, and didn't get the number on who had that head over heels tackle by Harrisburg, but
Sideline warning, white.
great job. Okay, so it looks like Mr. Referee has just informed us that both sides have just gotten a sideline warning on Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg.
If he was going to do that kind of interception right in front of James Franklin was the place to do it, So McNeil now at quarterback, hands it off right up the middle.
2, Trey Rock. Pushes the pile for 6.
Now again, Trey Rock, been carrying a lot of the load from the fullback position for Mifflin earlier this season. Again, one of the few underclassmen that were definitely a huge standout for this team last year. Of course, Brandon Strausser, everything linebacker and fullback from Governor Mifflin, graduated. He's up at Kutztown now.
McNeil back to throw and wide open.
Johnson complete.
That was Adrian McNeil. I guess whatever you can do, I can do better tonight for these running teams, Kerry.
No, it's a great job. Got him out there, got him in space. Ball. McNeil had the receivers, as a receiver had the D-backs beat. Kind of had to wait on the ball. If he could have been hit in stride, he would have been gone. But regardless, a huge play. Gets him on the other side of the field. We're 1st and 10 now from the 30 going in for Governor Mifflin, up 14-0 here in Shillington with 1:47 left in the first quarter.
All right. 1st and 10 now, ball in the 30 for Governor Mifflin. Up 14-0, got a minute 40 to go here in the opening quarter. McNeil, back to Singleton. About 3. James Franklin's kind of migrated down to the, the Governor Mifflin, or the other end of the
Gains
field
2
there.
over the left side.
Keeping an eye on Nick Singleton. So 2nd and 8, down to about a minute 10 to go here in the opening quarter.
So, of course, we talked about Governor Mifflin. There connects to Penn State, of course.
Singleton keeps moving forward.
Singleton over the 25.
With Mika Parsons being pretty much a household name for Penn State fans. And, of course, now starting at linebacker for the Cowboys. This is a great one for Coach Franklin to catch, having, many players throughout the years from Harrisburg.
24-yard line.
As part of the Penn State program, and more recently, a couple guys here from Governor Mifflin. But again, 2 high-powered teams.
And got the first down. As we wind down.
Picks up the first down.
17 seconds, clock running here. Don't know if we'll get one more off here in the first quarter, but again, that first down puts Governor Mifflin inside the 20, and that looks like it'll be it for the first quarter here from Shillington. Visiting Harrisburg Cougars have yet to score, and Governor Mifflin, home team, has 14.
Well, I tell you what, very surprising, first quarter. I mean, it. A little bit of passing. I don't think that anybody was really expecting.
The Bruisers Club Spirit store, along with the Music Association's concession stands.
So as we flip the field here, Governor Mifflin on another drive. I'll tell you what, though, Harrisburg put on a good drive, but that that big turnover there by Eden Johnson with that acrobatic interception to flip the field back to Governor Mifflin. Just remember that as a turning point for this one, Kerry. What do you think?
No, they did a great job, getting down there, getting on Mifflin's side of the field, starting to get deep, had that big play, called the timeout, kind of had the miscue there with the handling in the backfield, and of course then the interception to turn it over as they were knocking on the door. So still very early, 3 quarters to go, but again, I think no doubt, both these teams want to try and play mistake-free football the rest of the way out.
All right, second quarter underway. Delson McNeil, and that's Aiden Martin with his first carry of the night. Didn't get a whole lot there.
No, really first time talking about Aiden Martin tonight, but he was a big-time playmaker for this Governor Mifflin team last year.
Martin with the carry.
As a sophomore, he was actually one of the games we had here. He was the player of the game. He scored 3 touchdowns 3 different ways. Big Cam Stewart had blocked a punt. Of course, he's up playing at Rutgers now, and Martin fell on in the end zone. He had a pick 6 on defense and had a receiving touchdown as well. So he had 3 touchdowns 3 different ways in one of the games last year. So he's definitely a playmaker as well.
Oh, Singleton met there by Giovanni Maldonado. Nice tackle there in the backfield.
No, that was a great tackle, and he's a big body, and you know what? That's you wanna impress people. That's Nick Singleton coming out. That's a one-on-one tackle. It was just one guy there making that tackle, and realistically probably a loss of a yard or 2 there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 12 for Governor Mifflin.
Down to 10:40 here.
So
halftime.
Ball's kind of in the middle of the field here between the hashes. 3 receivers up top for Mifflin.
McNeil. Oh, look at him get away from tacklers. But he's thrown for a loss again.
Great job by Harrisburg on defense
McNeil
this drive. Great job there on coverage. And really taking away anything. They had the 3 receivers up top. That's where QB was looking, and he had nothing to throw to, and just kind of ran with it. And it's going to bring up looking at 4th and 14 now.
Boy, Mifflin sure taking their time here. So McNeil now with the play, 4th down and about 14. Ball's on the 23.
Okay, 3 receivers up top. Trey Rock out in the slot.
McNeil, he's looking for Singleton. Oh, he got it! Oh my gosh, did he catch it? He did! Nick Singleton! Oh my God!
Singleton with a reception.
So last time there, they were looking up top where they had the 3 receivers. This time they had one split out wide here down on our side of the field. Had him going up vertical, got Nick Singleton out into the backfield, into the flat. Get your playmaker out in space. Not a whole lot of opportunity to run after the catch, but just a great job, securing that ball and
but not enough
making
for the
catch,
first.
but not enough for the first.
Wow.
So let's give credit where credit's due. Harrisburg came up huge on that defensive stand. Again, Mifflin was knocking inside the red zone. Couple negative yardage plays there, and bending but not breaking. So great job by Harrisburg, keeping this a 2-score game. 9:31 left in the second quarter. 14-0. Governor Mifflin up over Harrisburg.
Zakil Lewis. Oh, and that's been a good combination out of the backfield, handing it off to Mikhail Hopkins.
You know, one of the things that I think is really impressive with that, and we don't see that a whole lot. Again, Governor Mifflin defense is only averaging giving up, like 6.7 points a game. That's under, a touchdown, an extra point. But you don't get those big open lanes in the middle on that front seven. And, it was the D-backs that saved that last play.
Throwing the ball. Oh, he dropped it.
Pass falls incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Williams.
Again, we talked about that. We saw some really good stuff, like when they got down deep earlier, getting the ball to your playmaker in space. But, with the INT, the last series or there,
for the Cougars.
When you just got to try and secure the ball and can't, get that yards after the catch, kind of takes away from, getting those guys out into space. But regardless, they're still in great situation here. 3rd and 1. On this drive, 8:54 left in the second quarter.
Oh boy! Let's see who this is on. I haven't seen any indication yet. Okay, I guess nothing. All right. Back down to 3rd and 1 here. Ball's on the 19-yard line. Harrisburg trying to get this first down. And that's Hopkins. Ooh, man, this is going to be close.
Fourth down, no gain.
Wow.
Then again, talked about that Mifflin, defensive line, especially those two big guys that got inside, and those backers came up hard and filled gaps, right away. And nice job there. Just kind of.
Looks like they're going to kick.
Kind of just stacking everything up to bring up a 4th down. So 4th and 1. We have a Harrisburg receiver lined up. Looked like he was offsides.
Little pooch kick. Singleton. Oh, had to let it get by him. That was a good punt. Boy, sure had the desired effect. Look at that, Kerry. Flipping the field.
Ball rolls dead. Mustangs ball. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line.
Well, no, I'm not a synthetic turf specialist or anything, Bruce, but I think we've seen the kicks that have come down this way with the kickoffs from Mifflin in the first quarter, and then just that punt by Harrisburg. I think everything's been taking a very favorable role on this turf that's been kicked this direction, whether it's been a kickoff or a punt. 8:14 left here in the second quarter from Shillington, Governor Mifflin High School. Harrisburg Cougars are visiting the Governor Mifflin Mustangs. 1st and 10 from the 36.
Still not bad field position for the Mustangs. And that's Johnson at a quarterback, hands it off. I didn't see whether that was Rock or Gallon, but boy, I tell you what, that's a two-headed monster at fullback now for Mifflin.
Yeah, you talked about the luxury
Rock. Gauge 5.
that Governor Mifflin has with having very two capable quarterbacks. Now Governor Mifflin has very two capable fullbacks as well, and that's what we saw last year with Strausser and Rock, and now again this year. So it's having that depth where there's not much fall off at all, if any, is huge.
Johnson, did he fumble the football?
Fumble on the play, recovered.
Wow.
Johnson.
So Mifflin, uncharacteristic miscues here, brings up about a 3rd and a long 5 carry.
Yeah, and just having him run towards us here, his body language, his dip of the shoulder, where his eyes were, I don't think there was any intention, of looking at the pitch to Singleton there. He was definitely going to keep it, trying to get off the tackle here.
I got all my steps today, and then some.
So 3rd and 5 now, ball's on the 41. And here's Singleton. Boy, they were keying on him the whole time.
Call the backfield, no gain.
Naquan Prather, a nice tackle, and that's going to set up a punting situation for the Mustangs.
No, great job off the edge and getting penetration and having a guy screaming up. Harrisburg defense, that was just a great job.
Rock to punt for the Mustangs.
So Trey Rock, I think this is the first time the first team has punted all year, Kerry.
Well, I think at the end of one of the games, and I think they did bring Trey in. I know, how long did we go last year before, finding out who the punter was for Mifflin. So, Trey Rock here in the first half punting. So, you got to give credit to Harrisburg. So,
Rock, good kick down the sidelines, aiming it out of bounds. Beautiful kick by Trey Rock.
yeah, that looked like a nice spiral pass. That's better than some passes we see on Friday nights. No, again, just to put it in perspective here, again, this Governor Mifflin team, all last year, all this year, all they do is put up, over 50 points a game. A lot of those in the first half, and there's times it's, 1 or 2 in the second half. Mercy rules in effect. Sometimes they're not, scoring in the second half. They put up an awful lot of points, and so to be halfway through, 5:58 left here in the second quarter, it's a 2-score game, 14-0, and this is what Harrisburg's done. They played these close games, those games in the 20-point range. So we've got a ball game, Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely. Harrisburg's moved the ball. A little bit of bad luck on that turnover. It's a completely different game. And a nice tackle there. Outside, that was Singleton.
No, and kind of,
also on the play.
Again, you want to get your playmakers in space. There was a guy out there in front.
Aiden Martin, sorry.
A guy out there in front that didn't secure the block, and give the opportunity to turn upfield and start to get those yards. But again, Martin, we've talked about him a little bit tonight. Big part as an underclassman of this team last year, and he's a player.
All right, Zakil Lewis calling signals quickly. That was a pitch backwards, so he could have thrown the ball. But outside there, that was number 4, Kyle Williams.
No, and that was Aiden Martin again fighting for contain. And correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but I think it was 2 weeks ago that Aiden Martin got an offer from Temple, correct?
Gain of about a yard.
So second and about, it looks like third and about 15 now, Kerry. Ball's at the 10. We've got 5:13 to go here in the first half. Mifflin on top, 14-0. Lewis calling signals. He's under the gun and he's brought down.
Mustangs, 51. Jose Landrum in the backfield.
Jose Landrum with the sack.
Yeah, and really, you look at the pressure there that came in, the blitz. Trey Rock was in early. And again, I mentioned it once on our last broadcast where they brought the backers, and there's a lot of times Mifflin hasn't had to do it, and they don't need to dial up the blitz often. They did that time. Again, great opportunity for Harrisburg there. 3 receivers up top. Going to try and get them upfield a little bit, but the Governor Mifflin defense, nice job just collapsing the pocket, turn it into a 4th and 18 here.
Mikal Hopkins had a good punt the last time but Mifflin's coming after him, and just a quick little pooch kick. Singleton fields it at the 40. And up to about the 34-yard line. So Mifflin with great field position, Kerry, to start this drive.
34-yard line.
No, I talk about it a lot. The next play is always the most important one. But I think this drive with 4 minutes 9 seconds left in the second quarter, could prove to start to set a little bit of the direction for this game here. Can Mifflin finish off a drive here with 1st and 10 from Harrisburg's 34, or can the Harrisburg defense come up big again and get the ball back?
So Gallen and Singleton, that's behind Johnson. And just a dive play.
Gallen. Gain of 2.
Mifflin chewing up that clock, down to 3:55 to go until halftime, Kerry. So second and about 8, ball's on the 32-yard line of Harrisburg. Played most of this quarter in the Harrisburg end of the field, but yet no points. Eden Johnson calling signals. And that's Gallen, right up the gut. Maybe 2 more.
Gallen, gain of 2. 3rd and 6 from the Cougar 30-yard line.
3:10 left here in the second quarter. A little bit of breeze, but for the most part, really good weather here in Shillington. 3rd and 6.
Down to 2:55 remaining until halftime. Governor Mifflin in no hurry, leading 14-0. Eden Johnson calling signals. That's Trey Rock behind him, but that's Aiden Martin on the crossbuck.
Martin 2 brings up 4th down and about 3.
So another 4th down situation, Kerry. Last time Harrisburg did a great job stopping the Mustangs. Let's see what happens here.
.222 left in the second quarter. And we're looking at 4th and 5. Governor Mifflin with the ball on the Harrisburg 29.
And a timeout. Just want to make sure about this play. 4th down and 5, ball on the 29. I think a very important play, Kerry. What do you think?
No, it is, and it's kind of what I talked about at the start of the series here. This can certainly we have a whole nother half of football to play, but there's a big difference between Governor Mifflin executing here, going up 21-0, or Harrisburg making a stop, maybe getting some points on before half, and whether it's 14-0 or 14-7, going in the half, that's either one of those is a big difference, versus 21-0. And again, you got to give Harrisburg all the credit in the world here. You can say, they're down 14-0, but this Governor Mifflin offense is a machine. I mean, again, putting up over 50 points a game the last 2 years, that's just what they do. They put a lot of those points on in the first half. So this Harrisburg Cougar defense doing a great job, pretty much keeping them in check here this second quarter, definitely. So can they come up big again? One more stop, and then possibly put some points on themselves before the half.
All right, 2 minutes to go. Mifflin now, 4th down and 5. Ball's on the 29-yard line, leading 14-0 over Harrisburg. Thanks for joining us here on SSP Network, EasternPAFootball.com. Johnson calling signals. He's still got it. He's on the outside. I don't think he got there.
I don't think he got there. Tackled into the sideline here. Couldn't quite see it, but the first down marker there was right around 20-yard line, 25-yard line, and I don't know if he got it.
That's the second time deep in their own end Harrisburg has held Governor Mifflin on 4th down. Just like you were giving him credit, Kerry. Absolutely. Big play.
No, and again, you look at the score being down 14-0, but I've seen some huge things out of this Harrisburg team. This defense especially has done a great job, especially here in the second quarter, really just keeping that, high-powered Governor Mifflin offense in check. Ball's down here on the left hash. Looks like going to spread out here a little bit. 3 receivers up top for Harrisburg on that wide side of the field.
All right, so 1st and 10 here. Sigil Lewis, who's played very well at quarterback. Back to pass. Incomplete. I'll tell you what, he's been under pressure, even though he's completed a few passes. Mifflin pass rush has been really good tonight.
Yeah, and the receiver behind the line of scrimmage there, and Trey Rock kind of lighting him up as well.
Pressuring the quarterback, number 64, Nate Goodman. 2nd down.
Minute 49 to go. 2nd and 10 from the 26 now. And right up the middle, that was number 4 this time,
Trey
Kyle
Lott.
Williams.
Number 2.
Again, not a bad concept, not a bad idea there. You know, with being so spread out up top, having those D-backs up there with those 3 receivers. If you can make it through that front 7, you have the opportunity to pile on a lot of yards.
Well, let's see what Harrisburg's going to do here. 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 29. Minute 15 now to go in the first half. He's getting ready to throw the ball, and oh wow, 11 zigged when he should have zagged. That was for Amir Granberry.
I'm here to announce for the band.
So it's 4th down.
Again, a great night for football, and of course, you know, our thing is always kind of being outside whenever we possibly can, Bruce. A nice setup here at Governor Mifflin. Been here a lot. You know, our table set up outside the press box, out on the platform. But yeah, everybody that has to come up to a press box for some reason thinks we're the gatekeepers, and they need to engage in conversation and ask for permission to go through.
Oh, you gotta love it. I mean, this is classic, man. Classic. So Mikhail Hopkins done a great job punting, just quickly, just pooches it out there. He's done a great job. Here's Nick Singleton to feel it. Gets up to about midfield.
Singleton takes the punt
So
back
a minute
6
to
yards.
go.
1st and 10.
Against York High, Governor Mifflin called timeout with
Minute
17
1
seconds to go in the
remaining in
half,
the first half.
and just flipped it out to Singleton, who took it in for a score. So definitely they're in scoring range, even at midfield.
Yeah, no, and as long as Governor Mifflin has 1 snap left, you know, whether it's the end of the quarter, the end of the half, the end of the game, the potential is always there to score. So no letdown here for Harrisburg for the defense. They got to stop them.
That's Eden Johnson at quarterback. Singleton, and he fumbled the football. Oh, it's picked up by Harrisburg down the sidelines and out of bounds. Incredible. Singleton fumbled the football. He tried to scoop it out of bounds. It didn't make it. It was picked up, looked like, by number 5, Justin Cork, who got it down inside the 10-yard line. Oh my.
So I know the score is, 14-0 for, Governor Mifflin, but, if I have to pick an MVP of this first half so far, I'm going to say it's that Harrisburg Cougar defense. Just incredible what they've done, especially the second quarter, of just being able to shut down Governor Mifflin. And then, wow, what more could you ask for? You're under a minute now, 47 seconds left here, and for your defense to come up huge, make a big stop, force the fumble, pick it up, scoop it, get it down the sideline, and to get you into a
Cougars, 1st and 10 on the Mustang 8-yard line.
1st and 10. Well, actually, now it's 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Awesome opportunity here for Harrisburg.
Talk about being handed a gift. Harrisburg now, ball on the 8. 47.8 seconds to go in the first half, and we got a timeout.
Timeout.
What did I say? I know I was talking to some people. I mean, with any football game, but talking to some people before the game, how turnovers can be such a huge factor in a game like this.
No, we talk about it often. The potential of the turnovers. We're talking about what's going to go on in the special teams and any miscues there. Again, this is where Harrisburg has been with their games. Games in those 20-point ranges, and so this is kind of right what they're used to so far this season. This is not what Governor Mifflin is used to. Again, putting up 50 points plus a game, sitting here pretty much shut out the second half by that Harrisburg Cougar defense. That's again, this first half MVP to me is that Cougar defense. Great opportunity for the Harrisburg offense. 1st and 8, 47.8 seconds left.
Right up the middle, and that's going to be a touchdown. Right up the gut. That was number 7, Mikael Hopkins, in for the score.
3-4 Mifflin guys on him, but tackling high, just bear hugging, that's not going to get him down. Awesome job by Harrisburg. Just, defense comes up huge, offense comes on, punches it in. Again, I talked about, a couple minutes ago, there's a big difference of going in, 21-0 or going in 14-0, or best case scenario, again, barring anything really, crazy that happens here in the last couple seconds of the half, but going in at 14-7 for Harrisburg, you got to be going in the locker room, extremely jacked and looking forward to the second half.
Snap down, kick, and they got it through. I'll tell you what.
It was good.
Mikael Hopkins has really been the star here. Great special teams play. He's run the football very well, scored that touchdown, and Governor Mifflin now still leads 14-7, 41.2 seconds left to go, but nobody saw that coming with such little time to go in the first half, Kerry.
And again, that Harrisburg Cougar defense set them up. What more can you ask for to have a 1st and 8, first and goal from the 8, and offense, rode that momentum and punched it right in. Great job by Harrisburg.
So Harrisburg now getting ready to kick off. That's number 1, Naquan Prather. And let's see if he kicks it deep. I think that's the question.
Well, we haven't seen that so far from either side. Again, not trying to put it into the hands of the athletic receivers that are back for both these squads.
And he doesn't. Kicks it right to the up man. That's number 15 for Governor Mifflin, Adrian McNeil, with a nice return.
No, nice job just securing the catch there, getting upfield, getting some positive yards. So it looks like where we were 20 seconds ago, pretty much, maybe 5 yards difference.
Mustangs, 1st and 10 from
So it's going to look like Governor Mifflin, 1st and 10 from their own 45. We were right around midfield when we started the drive there, again, less than half a minute ago. So
let's see who's in at quarterback for Governor Mifflin.
another opportunity here for this Harrisburg Cougar defense to make a difference, or for Mifflin's offense.
Looks like that was Eden Johnson. Oh, look at it! Next second there! Oh my God! Wide open was Aiden Martin, and second down. Oh, I'm sorry. That was number 15. Adrian McNeil down the field there, but
yeah, not necessarily surprised by seeing that. I know that Mifflin had a few wrinkles in last year, and I know it was kind of a similar thing, and they kind of had him streaking down vertical there. I know they had it with the wheel route last year, but regardless, just a little overthrown.
Trey Rock! There he goes! Tripped up! Down to about the 35!
Well, I think it was initially the belly bump with the umpire there that initially slowed Trey Rock's momentum. Regardless, he bounced off of him and still got a couple more
in Cougar territory,
yards.
35.
But first down, spike it. 20.3 seconds left here in the second quarter. First and 10 from the Cougar 35. Mifflin looking to put some more points on the board.
Clearly, good game action for Governor Mifflin. I mean, they needed a close game like this. They needed this situational football game. Good for Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg for scheduling this matchup.
No, both sides, and again, this is what you want. Both of these teams have high expectations. Both of them expect to make deep runs into the playoffs. And I mean, we saw early rounds of playoffs last year, and for both these teams, sometimes they've had blowouts. So to play against primetime, competition here early in the season, probably the game of the year so far. In Pennsylvania, just incredible. Governor Mifflin coming in as the #1 ranked team in 5A this week.
Quick spike there by Eden Johnson, but I think that ends the half.
I don't know, from when the whistle went to when the trigger finger on the
So it ends the half. Well, this is going to be a high traffic area in a minute. Governor Mifflin up 14-7. We're going to go to halftime. Careful, sir. We got all of our audio here.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back with the second half.
Again, if you are
in just
interested
a
in
few
supporting Amy
moments.
Snyder and her
by Joshua Underwood. The 2021 Governor Mifflin Marching Band is under the direction of Andrew Casano. His staff includes Joshua Underwood, Assistant Director, Hope Opaque, Program Coordinator, Benjamin Murgrowski, Brass Instructor, Emily Remp, Woodman Instructor, Rebecca Fox, Marching Band Instructor, Benjamin McCosh and Melody Watts, Percussion Instructors, and Molly Napper, Lila Beard, Yami Chania, and Kim Anthony, Color Guard Instructors. The marching bands are led onto the field by drum majors Maggie Boggs and Sophia Landis. Section leaders include Grayson Amano, Jaya Ron, and Cassidy Schultz, woodwinds, Jenna Russo and Cohen Schultz, brass, Jack McCosh and Eddie Rivera, battery percussion, Brenna Bentz and Sophia Horowitz, front ensemble, and Caitlin Perez and Kylie Razor, color guard. The band would like to thank the Governor Mifflin Administration, Governor Mifflin Music Association, and Mustang Nation for the continued support of the program. We hope you enjoys Mechanize.
Good. Sit down. We'll come back to Austin.
Because what happens is, I saw it happen to Harrisburg the year that they banned it. Harrisburg, they reverse the rule on every team. And then when you get to tough competition, this is
Yeah, it is.
How you doing? Doing good?
Not too bad. I'm Gucci. What's your prediction here for the second half? Pace, yeah. Is that pace? If Mifflin starts putting that pace on it, wow, touchdown for touchdown for touchdown. It's different though. Harrisburg is keeping up with the pace.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. They got blessed with turnovers though too.
All right, here we'll just. Okay. All right, Bruce Badgley, Kerry Moyer, back here live. This could get a little crazy, I think, with people going by here. But anyway, Kerry, great first half of football, and there we are. And looks like we got more people coming by here. So, it's been kind of crazy. Crazy first half, and now a crazy time here letting people go by. But hey, look, you're just getting a taste for what we go through up here. We have a blast doing these games, and what a beautiful night for football, Kerry.
No, it's great, and sun totally down now. I can see the pagoda, right across the river up at the top of the city of Reading here in Shillington. Not too hot, not too cold, just right, and not much of a breeze, and. Wow. You look at this game, from my perspective, this is kind of right in, the wheelhouse of where Harrisburg has been these first 3 games, and, very different than what Mifflin is accustomed to, especially during the regular season. Again, averaging over 50 points a game, pretty much putting most of those points up, during the first half of most of the games, and, as we got in that second quarter, I talked about it, about we could either end up being, maybe 21-0, 14, to 0, 14-7, and Harrisburg just did a great job on defense. I said I think their defense was really the MVP of the first half, and what they did in holding this Governor Mifflin offense in check, and. Really, it's going to be an exciting second half. We're going to see how this plays out. Is Mifflin going to really start to click and start to put the points on the board that we're accustomed to seeing, or can this Harrisburg defense keep doing what they've been doing this whole game so far? And especially that second quarter, and keeping this Governor Mifflin, this high-power Governor Mifflin offense in check, and. This is just awesome. Again, it's the start of the week. Nobody knew these two teams were going to be playing, both scheduled to play somebody else. Again, as all teams are trying to navigate through this pandemic last year, this year, we've been blessed, by the football gods to have this game. 2 huge powerhouses here in Pennsylvania. Again, just the amount of firepower on both sides here. We are just so fortunate to have, this Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg Cougar game here tonight, Bruce.
Yeah, absolutely. So, ready for the second half.
Beautiful night here in Shillington, getting ready to start the second half. The home Governor Mifflin Mustangs up 14-7 over the visiting Harrisburg Cougars. Governor Mifflin set to kick off. Nice driving kick there by Governor Mifflin. Great job by Harrisburg on the return, getting north and south, getting positive yards. What great field position here to start the second half.
Tackle.
Harrisburg Cougars are going to start
First
down.
and 10.
First and 10
Cougars
here
at their own
on
40.
On their own 40. If you're just joining us, again, 14-7 was our halftime score, starting the second half here, started this third quarter. And, great job by that Cougar defense, especially in the second quarter, keeping this high-powered Governor Mifflin offense in check. See what Harrisburg can do to start out the second half on offense. A few positive yards for Harrisburg to start out.
Mustangs, number 7.
Okay, Kerry, I'm back. Amazing.
And the line number 2, Trey Rock, with the tackle.
So Harrisburg in business to start this second half.
Trey Rock with the tackle for Governor Mifflin on that last play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for Harrisburg.
Lewis. And, oh, man, up the gut once again there. Mikhail Hopkins.
First down, Cougars.
He has been a load. No, I take that back. That was number 4, Kyle
Martin,
Williams.
7. Stewart with a tackle. In Mustang territory, 1st and 10 Cougars. The 48-yard line.
So Stewart and Martin on the tackles there. So again, getting into that defensive secondary. I talked a little bit earlier tonight about Cam Stewart, who played here last season, senior up at Rutgers now, his younger brother, making an impact for these Mustangs.
Oh, it's a fumble! Let's see who's got it. Well, that popped straight up in the air. No signal yet. Governor Mifflin football.
Mustangs with a recovery.
Definitely a big hit there. Like you said, Bruce, that ball just popped straight up in the air. And, we saw at the end of the half, Governor Mifflin coughed it up, and the Cougars were able to capitalize on it. Let's see what Governor Mifflin can do, coming up with a huge play on defense, getting the ball back.
Fumble recovered, number 61. Arias Hernandez with the...
So 1st and 10 now, Governor Mifflin, 45-yard line after that huge break. Johnson, and that's Rock, still on his feet. Boy, Harrisburg, I tell you what, unlucky break there. They were really moving the football, Kerry.
Trey Rock, gain of 4.
Then really, they did a nice job that whole second quarter, and really, kind of were in control. Again, the ball to start the second half. You're hoping to capitalize on it, but again, score 14-7. We got a one-score game here, and this Harrisburg defense, time after time after time, especially in that second quarter, has come up so huge. And see what they can do. See if they can keep this Governor Mifflin offense in check.
Oh, wide open down the field. That's Aiden Martin, and he's got it! Aiden Martin, touchdown! 49 yards!
Touchdown!
Eden Johnson to Aiden Martin. That was another great over-the-shoulder catch.
One of the big things with that, again, we've talked about, we've seen it, time after time. This Governor Mifflin offense, it just takes them one play, and they can go 40 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards, 90 yards. We've seen it. And the thing about that pass is, getting him vertical, getting him downfield, hitting him in stride so he can just keep moving. Great job by the Governor Mifflin offense. Their defense coming up big, and the turnover, and capitalizing on it early. 9:41 left in the second quarter.
And Smalls knocks it through.
School's point after is good.
21-7, Governor Mifflin here at home in Shillington. Governor Mifflin High School up on top over the Harrisburg Cougars. 9:41 left here in the third
Ladies and
quarter.
gentlemen, Bronco cheerleaders front end center.
I'll tell you what, Kerry. I mean, Mifflin was back on their heels. Harrisburg driving the football. They get that turnover 2 plays later. A 59 or a 49-yard or 51-yard touchdown pass, and wow, 21-7. How quickly a game can change, huh?
Well, and really, talk about all the time.
Cheerleaders.
The next play being the most important one, the next series being the most important series, and it's kind of back to where we were during the second quarter here. This is the potential turning point. Can the Harrisburg Cougars, now kind of recompose themselves and get a drive together here and go down the field and put points on the board. Or they going to turn it back over to this Governor Mifflin offense. And again, don't have a crystal ball, don't know how it's going to play out, but we have seen this before where once Governor Mifflin starts clicking, the potential to put on a lot of points in a short amount of time is always there. So again, let's see what Harrisburg can do, getting the ball back here early in the third quarter.
Schools now, Squibbit. Right up the sideline there, that's number 5, Justin Cook.
Great job getting north and south, getting positive yards there on the return for Harrisburg and getting it out past the 30 to start out.
10 on their own 33-yard line.
9:35 left here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin up over Harrisburg 21-7, and first and 10 from their own 33 to start for Harrisburg.
So Harrisburg really, I tell you, that had some momentum, and all of a sudden. So let's see if they can get back on track here, Kerry.
Ball on the left hash, 2 receivers here on the right side, closest us.
And Mikhail Hopkins, again, he's really been a workhorse for them tonight. A couple there. We're down to 9 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin
79 Smith 64.
back up to a 21-7 lead here in Shillington. Beautiful night for football. The cigar ash in the distance. And, God, we're up. We're going to have to, name this broadcast position, Kerry. I mean, this is getting to be a regular hangout for us.
No, it is, and we're fortunate to see a lot of games here last year and a few so far this year. Of course, the huge Wilson and Mifflin game a couple of weeks ago. One of the things I've talked about the Harrisburg defense a lot tonight and how they've come up big, but they've done a nice job, banging the middle here a little bit on offense as well, and don't see a whole lot of yards gained on this front seven with Mifflin. They've had some success in the middle and gotten to the second level a few times, but looking at a 3rd and 5 here, 8:27 left in the third quarter.
Hopkins, and he got away! Poor tackling by Mifflin! Cuts back! And in for the score! Number 4, Kyle Williams! That's 62 yards!
And Bruce, that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. Again, they had a big play in the first half, getting the ball into the hands of a playmaker in space. Then there were a few miscues, of course, some thrown behind, thrown at the feet, the interception, but get the ball in a catchable position, let them make the catch, and excellent job. Your responsibility once you secure that ball is to make that first guy miss. He did, and look at what happened there. And again, now we're kind of right back. As far as storyline goes, what I talked about earlier, they've answered back, pending here with the point after attempt.
And no good with the extra point. Boy, that could be big, but I tell you what, lots of credit for Shaquille Lewis there, the quarterback for Harrisburg. I mean, he's been on the money with his passes all night long.
So it gives us a score of 21-13 still.
Number 4.
Still a one-score game here. 8:11 left in the third quarter.
Kyle Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was number 4.
So we have sportscasters coming out of the press box asking you questions, Bruce.
Oh, we're having fun up here, Kerry. We've got sports writers asking us for information in between, and it's a blast, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It's a party here at our broadcast position here in Shillington tonight.
See, now if you had your headset on, Bruce, and now I'm talking into the mic, you would have heard I just said that too, but it's all good.
Wow, how quickly a game can change. I mean, I just said that a moment ago, and boom. So it looks like they've got the hands team in for Governor Mifflin. Thanks to our man Brett Moyer on camera tonight and commentary. We got to get him more involved in the broadcast, Kerry.
No, nice to have Brett back in town. Of course, played his high school ball here in Berks County, and most recently playing out JUCO out in Southern California for the VC Pirates, and now pursuing his MMA career. But having him as part of our broadcast tonight, a lot of fun.
Oh no!
Mustangs cover the kickoff, 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line.
So Mifflin does handle the kick. Start in good field position here. Ball on about the, looks like the 37-yard line, Kerry. 38. 1st and 10, Governor Mifflin. 8:08 to go in the third quarter. Mifflin up 21-13 over Harrisburg. This has been a heck of a lot of fun to watch this game so far.
No, absolutely has. And talking about Brett, I said maybe he's an answer to a trivia question in here. Possibly the only guy in the stadium that played against both these teams when he was in high school.
So Singleton just for a couple, maybe only one.
Singleton for a yard.
You know, it seems like they're crashing the outside and forcing them up the middle, Kerry. What do you think?
Well, again, I talked about it, through the first half, a few times, and again, I think this Harrisburg Cougar defense, I said they were the MVP of the first half. They've done a great job of contain on the outside, and again, with Mifflin getting guys in space, getting them outside, but Harrisburg's kept them in check.
Here's Singleton now, and he's gone. He's just gone. I mean, you could see that plain as day.
Touchdown.
Incredible. Oh, but there's a flag.
We got a flag. I think it's going to come back, Bruce. But, again, it's kind of what I talked about just a couple minutes ago.
There's a flag.
It's kind of what I talked about a couple minutes ago. Again, the high-powered capability, one play being able to go 40, 50, 60, 90 yards. But I do believe this one's going to come back. And we were just talking about right before that play started about, nice job that, Harrisburg has done on the edge. And, again, maybe a miscue here, but, with the apparent hold on Governor Mifflin, it's going to bring it back. A lot of boo birds here on the home side, of course, about the call.
Clearly the fans are in this one now, Kerry.
Holding on the offside, still second.
So back to the 40-yard line now. 2nd and 8.
Got at least one fan down here who thinks this is the
Second and
NFL. He's yelling, asking what the
Mustang
number
40-yard
was.
line.
Okay, so the ball's on the left hash. Wide side's going to be up top to the right. Two receivers up top for Mifflin in the eye.
Johnson to Singleton. Or no, that was Aiden Martin.
Now Aiden Martin, tailback and the carry there. Banging it off the left side, getting a couple positive yards.
Martin carries for 2.
So it's going to make it 3rd down and about 5, Kerry. Ball's on about the 43-yard line. Down to about 6:45 to go here in quarter number 3 of this whale of a ball game. Governor Mifflin and Harrisburg. Glad you're joining us here. EasternPAFootball.com, SSP Network. Bowling his way, but not close. That was Rock.
Harrisburg defense doing a nice job there on the run. Fitch just filling and definitely short, way short here for Governor Mifflin.
So 4th down. It looks like they're going for it, Kerry. 4th and 1. Remember this play.
4th and 1 from their own 47. Nick Singleton was out the last few plays, coming back in on offense here for Governor Mifflin. Ball in the middle of the field.
Singleton breaks through.
Mifflin going a little old school there with their offense. Having that single wing going across there in motion. Full back up through. Getting the rock into Singleton's hands. Gain upfield.
10 Mustangs.
Gain the first down yardage and a few more. 5:40 left here in the third quarter. 21-13. Governor Mifflin on top. 1st and 10 from the Harrisburg 46.
All right, let's see what the Mustangs do from here. Johnson in that tight formation. Wow, bobbled the snap, still got it. Was Singleton, he bursts through for about 7.
Singleton, 6 over the right side.
6 on that one.
Follows the block of number 77, Noggle.
Same play for Mifflin there, again going a little bit old school with their offense. Same formation again. 2nd and about 4.
Singleton, oh man, punishing people out there. Man, he's running hard.
13. First down Mustangs.
So down to about 4:40 to go. 3rd quarter. Governor Mifflin grounded out drive here, leading 21-13. 4:30 to go and a timeout.
Cougars timeout.
Thanks to our buddies at Get Recruited, Andrew Cohen.
50-50 drawing.
If you want a personal approach to your recruiting,
was 24.
just give Andrew a call. He'd love to talk to you about your recruiting. 570-428-2872. He's as close as a phone call away to find out exactly what's going on with your recruiting. And our friends at Brute Athletic, sponsoring the Brute Athletic Apparel Player of the Week in District 7, 12, 1, and 3 with our talk shows Fresh Set of Downs, WPAL Blitz, and Pre-Snap Look. Thanks to our friends at Brute Athletic Apparel for all of your support for SSP Network programming. All right, back here in Shillington, 4:31 to go in quarter number 3. Really a great game, Kerry. It's had everything, hard hitting, big plays, turnovers. Lots of fun.
No, it's kind of just been back and forth. Harrisburg rises to the occasion, gets points on the board. Mifflin kind of answers back. So we're just kind of at that back and forth stalemate situation right now. Still a one-score game. Of course, Harrisburg did miss a point after attempt on their last touchdown. So that's why they have 13. But 21-13 here with 4:31 left in the third quarter, but Mifflin is knocking on the door.
Tight formation once again for the Mustangs. That's Singleton, and he got stacked up in the backfield that time.
No gain.
Pretty much what we've seen, last 4 plays in a row here. Again, that's just the old school Mifflin, ground and pound. It's at a point now when start talking about, especially big guys up front, both ways, and you start looking at body language and start looking at hands on the hips. So which line is going to start to take over here in the second half?
That's Johnson still has it. Didn't get a whole lot there. Nice tackle there by number 21, Micah Chambers. He's only a sophomore. And and an injury on the field.
Harrisburg Cougar down, and looks like pretty much what we've seen in second half with just about every game we've done so far. Bruce, again, it's not super hot, not super humid, but it looks like they're stretching out a cramp. 3:39 left here in the third quarter, 21-13. Governor Mifflin on top. Again, wide side of the field, the right side now, ball's on the right hash. Mifflin trying to come back this way to the wide side. Quarterback keep, did not pitch.
And he's up. Looked like that was number 74, Roy Irvin, who was down, but he's walking off under his own power, so obviously a good sign, Kerry.
No, and again, they've been very fortunate, very thankful with all of our broadcasts so far this year, and guys getting up and walking out on off on their own power. And again, it's been cramped situations that we've seen in the second half of pretty much every game we've done so far. So 3:39 left here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin driving 3rd and 10 from the Cougar 27.
So let's see what Mifflin's going to do. That's McNeil in the quarterback, and Rock.
Trey Rock, ball carrier, brings up 4th and 4.
4th and 4, you got to expect Mifflin's going for it here.
Yeah,
down to 3 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, pretty much 4th down anywhere outside of their own red zone. Yeah, you can expect them to go for it.
Mifflin not in any hurry whatsoever. That's Rock and Singleton behind McNeil, and they're throwing the ball, and wide open, number 8! Wow, unbelievable! Aiden Young, 21 yards from Delson McNeil. Did you think coming into this game tonight, Kerry, that Governor Mifflin was going to throw 2 touchdown passes?
Well, again, that's definitely part of their playbook, something we've definitely seen before. I think we saw a little bit more of that last year, of course, when Cam Stewart was that tight end up at Rutgers now, where, again, pound, pull it and hit him, going down the seam when they're down towards the red zone. But great job. It's a staple in their playbook, and just great execution. And again, getting the ball out there, getting in the hands of playmakers.
And Mr. Automatic there, Jackson Schools. And Governor Mifflin up 28. to 13. Got the score up there right. Thanks for joining us here, SSP Network, EasternPAFootball.com. Support from Get Recruited Consulting and Brute Athletic. Thank you very much for joining us. Whale of a game, Kerry.
Kind of feels like Groundhog Day here, but again, it's kind of right back to same situation. It's just been kind of back and forth. Harrisburg's been kind of trying to play catch up here a little bit each night. This series coming up obviously is a huge one. Now down by 2 scores. Again, plenty of time left in this one. We've got the whole fourth quarter, 2:39 left here in the third quarter, but no doubt about it, Harrisburg would like to put together an offensive drive here and get another score back on the board.
Well, they had a quick strike the last time they had the ball. So Jackson Schools set.
Governor Mifflin.
And he kicks this one. Boy, right to number 1 there. Prather. He's looking for an opening. And that just doesn't do you any good running sideways on the kickoff. We say that a lot. And somebody's hurt down there, darn it. But good field position for Harrisburg at the 40-yard line to start this drive. That was actually a nice play by Prather to grab that ball in the air, and he just took off.
We have a cell phone turned into the press box.
Well, it's not mine because we're using that on the broadcast. So.
No, it's just just a minute ago, say it, the Governor Mifflin student section out in full force, wearing their neon colors tonight for their theme, and yeah, two of the youngsters there just about ran me, well, tried to get by to take that lost cell phone up to the press box. So
let's get some kudos to the Harrisburg faithful. I mean, the visiting stands are packed tonight. Got the band with them. I mean, they came prepared.
And again, as we said earlier, a week ago, nobody knew that these two teams were going to be playing each other tonight. Again, at least it was a little bit earlier than in the week instead of just a Thursday night, though.
Right up the gut again. That was Hopkins again.
Gain of a yard.
So 2nd and 8.
Down to about 2:10 left here in the third quarter.
79 for the Mustangs. Smith with the tackle.
Zakil Lewis, who's played a really good game at quarterback, gives it up the middle again to Mikael Hopkins.
It's going to bring up 3rd down, Bruce, and it looks like they're going to have at least
Landrum with the tackle.
about 5 to
3rd
go.
down and 5 from the Cougar 44-yard line.
Harrisburg 3rd and 5 from their own 43, 1:26 left here in the third quarter. Ball's on the left hash, wide sides down our side here on the right. See what Harrisburg dials up.
Lewis calling signals. Going across, it's intercepted!
Intercepted.
From the sideline! Wow, that was number 7, Braylon Stewart with the interception.
Braylon Stewart with the interception.
We talked about Stewart a little bit earlier, one of the young guys that's really stepping up here for Governor Mifflin. And again, they
Mustangs
had
1st and 10 from the
two
Cougar
receivers there on that
19
short
yard
side
line.
of the field, a little comeback route, and Stewart just stepped right in front of that for the pick.
I was talking to Braylon a little bit after practice on Tuesday. I got out here early and talking to some of the guys, and he was very confident. And boy, it sure showed on that play. Wow, looks like we got a cramp or something. Wow, player on his way out. Looks like we got another cell phone going to be turned in as well. They want to turn it into us. I don't think it's ours.
No, I think maybe it's the cell phone retrievers here, Bruce. So yeah, again, looking like a cramp situation. Again, we have a player that's just kind of out on their own, but just kind of drops. Looks like again stretched out. So again, pretty much what we've seen here in the second halves, all the games we've done so far. But we've had on both sides now with both Harrisburg and Governor Mifflin with cramp situation. But just about a minute, 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Governor Mifflin up on top, 28-13 here in Shillington.
Yeah, our man, Brett. Way to go, showing the cheerleaders, doing a great job on camera for us tonight. Been an awful lot of fun here tonight, Governor Mifflin There's Mr. Tully going by. We're going to have to name this broadcast position, Pat. Yeah, we like this one. Pat Tully, athletic director here, Governor Mifflin. One of the good guys in sports.
Maybe Grand Central Station would be fitting. No, love it though, Bruce. Back in football season here. Just great Fridays and Saturdays with high school football, college football here in the state of Pennsylvania.
And right up the middle, McNeil in at quarterback again.
Talon gains a yard.
Tell you,
McNeil
I
under
keep
center.
saying that, but that's a really good problem to have. Two quality quarterbacks Governor Mifflin has to plug in junior Delson McNeil and senior Eden Johnson.
Really, they've, of course, Nick Singleton's a special talent himself, but, when you look at quarterback, you look at fullback, and, when you look at tailback guys like Abe Martin that can step in, there's just a lot of quality depth at all those skill positions in the backfield for Governor Mifflin. Looks like that'll be a final play of the quarter, down to 12 seconds here,
McNeil,
clock's running.
Page 3, 3rd and 7.
And the fourth quarter coming up. The Mustangs here, home team, Governor Mifflin, up 28-13 over the visiting Harrisburg Cougars, and we'll be back in a minute to bring you the fourth quarter.
All right, back for the fourth quarter. I can't hear myself think. I guess that's the only thing bad about the broadcast position is that we actually are right below the loudspeakers, so it is what it is.
I've got the headphones on, Bruce. I'm fine.
How are they working tonight? Hopefully better than not having headphones.
No, they're working great.
Okay. All right, my man Kerry Moyer, always a pleasure doing games with him. Got the whole family here tonight helping out. TEAM, Team Moyer here on the broadcast tonight. Whoops, watch it, Kerry. High traffic zone. We're going to have to put like a crossing gate, where people can go in and out like when we say.
Little railroad crossing things or something, Bruce, maybe.
All right, Mifflin driving now at the 15. At Singleton, stays on his feet, tumbles forward inside the 10-yard line.
Singleton close to the first down.
Boy, he's very close, Kerry.
Oh, come on.
I'm glad we're not the only one that don't know when there's a live mic.
That would be you, Bruce. I'm always trying to be cognizant of that, but when the PA announcer says, "Oh, come on," because of the spot. Fourth down.
Fourth down and a sneak across there by Johnson.
Picks up the first down. First and goal, Mustangs.
So Governor Mifflin got it, picked up that first down.
First and goal from the 7.
First and goal from the 7-yard line.
Mifflin now really trying to take control of this game. We've got about 11:10 to go. Eden Johnson calling signals. That's Nick Singleton. And the touchdown machine that Nick Singleton is just plows it into the end zone.
Again, Nick Singleton, special talent, committed to Penn State as a running back. Just in this season has taken over the career rushing touchdown record here in Berks County. Last week set the career rushing mark here in Berks County, and most of his senior season left to go. But it's going to put it up to a 3-score game now, 34 with the point after attempt pending.
Schools to attempt the point after.
Jackson Schools has been
That'll be
Mr.
zero.
Automatic. Snap, down, kick. through.
And the kick is good by Schools.
So Mifflin now up 35-13 with 11:04 remaining, Carey. Wow. Harrisburg really has it stacked against them right now.
No, big drive coming up for them. Get the ball, try and get down, and not, all the time in the world, but there are 11 minutes left here on the clock in the fourth quarter, but need to take advantage of every opportunity, every touch of the ball to try and get some more points on the board. But Mifflin's in at 35 now. Again, I think this is something too, a little bit different position. This, into the fourth quarter now. Again, most of the fourth quarter left with 11 minutes, only a minute off the clock. But, a lot of times we'll start to see a lot of other guys getting opportunities to get touches for Mifflin, especially through the fourth quarter. But, I don't think they'll be pulling, their starters just yet.
So Schools, who's kind of kicked it all ways tonight. Line drives, pooch kicks deep. Harrisburg's done a good job on kick return all night long. And he scoots it down there, picked up, and through the crowd, and looks like we got something extracurricular going on there. Flag came flying in, Carey.
Yeah, and that came in around the 50-yard line away from the play. There is a helmet off.
Let's see what the signal is. I mean, we'll hear it too, which is nice here at Mifflin. The official is mic'd up. Almost as good as the illuminated down marker. I don't know which one I'd have to put at the top of my list, but both of them are nice.
Well, you've had the illuminated down marker in your life for a lot longer. Of course, going back a couple seasons now, and we've done games over at Berks Catholic. That's the first place you saw it, with having the illuminated down marker for your old eyes. I know is a friend of yours. But again, nice night, clear night, and one of the other things we always talk about, Bruce, is of course your ability to see numbers on the jersey, but those nice gold numbers sticking out on those dark jerseys for Mifflin, and the black numbers on the white jerseys for visiting Harrisburg.
Cougars ball in their own territory. 1st and 10 from the 46.
So 1st and 10 now, Harrisburg. Ball on the 46-yard line. 10:58 to go. Mifflin in command here now, 35-13.
Okay, ball's on the right hash. Wide side of the field here to the left.
Now what?
All right, trying to get this sorted out. Lewis with Hopkins in the backfield. Hopkins gets it. And they stop him for one of the rare occasions tonight, Carey.
Hopkins with a carry, gain of 2.
Yeah, 3 receivers down below here. A little bit of a fake of the bubble screen action. Of course, keeps the 3 DBs that are down here in check. Down to 10:27 left here in the fourth quarter. Harrisburg's ball, 2nd and 8 from their own 48.
All right, I think a big possession for Harrisburg now. Lewis, that's Hopkins. Oh, he's man, what a battering ram he's been. He has made that Governor Mifflin defense pay tonight, Carey.
No, and again, great job. Got through that first level, got into the second level, positive yards, tough running. you gotta love to see that. So it's going to bring up first down. It's going to move the sticks. Fresh set of downs, Bruce, and
intercepted. That's right in the hands of Delson McNeil, I believe. Or who is that? Number 5, Randy Jackson.
Flag on the play.
So we had the interception on the play, tackle over here on the Mifflin sideline, a little bit of a melee. I do believe that a flag came out.
Not sure what, I did not see a flag. But it doesn't have anything to do with the interception. Mifflin's got the ball. The question is where. Wow, personal foul on Governor Mifflin. Oh my.
And again, of course, our view is blocked by the players on the sidelines here. I'm not even sure that was necessarily on an active player that was out there.
Personal foul against the Mustangs.
Whether it was one of the 11 that was out there during the play or something on the sidelines, but regardless, broke it up, got people back to their both sides, and with that turnover, again, we saw trading of fumbles between these two teams earlier. Mifflin with multiple picks. I believe this was the third here. 9:48 left in the fourth quarter. Mifflin's ball.
Eden Johnson at quarterback. A little
Rock. 4.
Not the smoothest of handoffs, but still got about 4. Oh my. That looks like it's on Harrisburg. Boy, I tell you what, there's a lot of yelling going on down there on the Mifflin sidelines.
Of course,
personal foul, White, first down.
Of course, Coach Vecchio, who was head coach here at Governor Mifflin for many, many, many years before, retiring, and Jeff Lang taking over. But of course, Coach Vecchio is still around the program. He is kind of playing sideline cop down there in between plays and telling everybody on the Mifflin sideline to get back.
So Mifflin now, 1st and 10 on the 42. Oh, Miff! Aiden Gallen!
Gallen to the 11.
Just another week of rolling out a new player here at Governor Mifflin. I was aware that this was going to be Aiden's first game, and he's played very well, Kerry.
No, he has. He's done a nice job from that fullback position for them, and again, kind of talked about it, at the beginning of the broadcast too. We've seen it, the ball being spread around, and of course, Singleton getting his touches, getting some TDs, but again, there's just. There's not one guy you can just focus on with this Governor Mifflin offense. There's 4, 5, 6 guys that touch the ball, on a regular basis, and they can all score.
And dragged down there. I think that was Singleton, and another flag. Oh my! This is getting a little crazy now. A lot of personal fouls.
Yeah, and that one's going to go against Mifflin. So getting a little heated down there up front in the trenches, no doubt. And having played up front for 14 years, I know how it is. But again, it's you got keep some of the emotions in check, because ultimately you're out here to put points on the board if you're on that offensive line, if you're on that defensive line, make the stops, get the ball back for your offense. So 8:23 left here in the fourth quarter. Governor Mifflin up 35-13 over Harrisburg.
So clock running here with 8:10 to go. Mifflin in command, 35-13. Boy, Gallon just won't go down.
Again, we saw him get some touches.
Oh, that was Trey Rock, sorry.
Early in the game, saw Trey Rock get a series or two and get his touches. Trey back in now, and again, it's just the luxury that Governor Mifflin has had really the last couple seasons, and again this season, just a lot of depth. That's high school varsity level type of player that they can bring in to get touches.
Johnson, oh, that's for the corner, and Martin, and he's got it. 18 yards. I'll be honest with you, Kerry, I did not think Mifflin would have 3 touchdown passes in this game coming in.
Well, that was just beautiful execution, beautiful play design. The first look there, getting that pass. Another guy that was kind of on the out, and Nick Singleton coming out of the backfield. Potentially 3 options there on the check down for that pass. Hit his first look, beautifully thrown pass, beautiful catch. Great job by Governor Mifflin executing on that play, and getting up over 40 now with 41 points with the PAT coming up.
Schools out of McNeil's hole.
I'll tell you what, Kerry, I think Mifflin put the rest of the state on notice that they can throw the football.
Well, and again, there's a lot of times that we've done these games, and again, they average over 50 points a game, and there's a lot of stuff they don't show because they don't have to. And again, it just when you look at it, the playmakers they have, quarterback, fullback, tailback, the receivers, saw the tight end get worked into the game tonight. They're certainly not just a one-man show. They've got a lot of playmakers they can spread the ball around to, and I think we've seen more of the passing game tonight, and a little bit more than we've seen the last few years. But again, it's they are the number 1 ranked team in 5A in Pennsylvania right now, and again, Harrisburg coming in here just always a perennial power, and coming in undefeated as well, but kind of turning into a little bit more of what we see now of a Mifflin game. Again, the Harrisburg Cougars done a great job so far this season. Their games are kind of in those 20s range, but for Mifflin, coming into this game, they put up 55, 42, and 56, and have 42 so far here tonight with 7:24 left in the fourth quarter.
All right, Schools now to kick it away. Squib kick there. Looks like that's number 11. Got some room there. That was Amir Granberry. I tell you what, Harrisburg's done a great job on kick return all night long.
No, they absolutely have. A little bit of a melee here on the sideline again.
Getting a little chippy out there, Kerry. Getting a little chippy. Couple of flags now. Not sure what's going on.
A few coaches from both sides going out trying to retrieve their players, getting back to their sidelines.
Well, I wasn't really going to come in. Somebody that threw across?
Yeah.
We have offsetting foul, unsportsmanlike right, unsportsmanlike left, offset.
Okay, so offsetting personal fouls here.
They were in the league.
All right, well, AKA SSP Network / Governor Mifflin Stadium lost and found tonight.
Yep, so far we've been tried to be given a cell phone and now a purse. So again, I think us announcing anything about that's not really going to help because everyone that's watching us is not on site.
All right.
7:18
go,
left
guys.
here in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a purse turned into the press box.
No, it was turned into the
Identify it?
SSP Network, who handed it
Purse
into the press box.
Turned into
so.
the press box.
It's all good, Bruce. Now, beautiful night. Awesome to be back out here, having two teams that are eligible to play, navigating through this pandemic.
And running the football once again, Mikhail Hopkins. He's been a load all night, Kerry. Really good game.
Kirshner with the tackle. Gain of 2.
But really, Governor Mifflin defense, let's not shortchange them. They played very well the second half.
No, they have. They've definitely stepped up. Love these Friday nights, Bruce. Again, this time of season kind of starts my 24 hours of live football. Here tonight, be down at Westchester University tomorrow, catching Edinburgh coming in from the west to play Westchester tomorrow. It's the start of my 24 hours of live football, Bruce.
Out to the side there, that's number 5, Justin Cook. The one thing about this, Kerry, I don't think that you can discount is the fact that turnovers played a huge part in this game.
Yeah, I mentioned it a little bit earlier.
Along with Johnson.
We saw both sides have
32.
some fumbles and kind of trade the fumbles there, but in the turnover category, the interceptions from Harrisburg's offense and those interceptions from Mifflin picking those up from the defense it's definitely been a factor so far here tonight. With 5:52 left here in the fourth quarter, 42-13, Governor Mifflin up over Harrisburg.
Hopkins, man, he's still playing hard.
Yeah, you got to give credit. I talked about the Harrisburg
Brady Johnson
defense a
with the tackle.
lot. You
Hopkins
got to
with the
talk
carry.
about that offensive line for
First down,
Harrisburg.
Cougars and Mustang.
Can't really
Territory
remember the
from
last time that I've seen anybody
44
that's had
yard
as
line.
much consistent success running in between the tackles, running on that front seven of the Mifflin defense. Really, especially over the last 2 seasons, anybody that's been able to consistently get 3-4 yard gains, get past that D line, the backers in the secondary backfield. So again, credit to that offensive line of Harrisburg as well.
Yeah, nice play there on defense. Looked like that was number 56 there.
Mikhail Ford with the tackle, no gain.
Oh, Mikhail Ford with the 59. Actually, it's been pretty good, Kerry, with the numbers tonight. No problem. Haven't needed the binoculars much at all.
No, again, they show up well on the jerseys, and the jerseys aren't all scrunched up. Don't have the 6s looking like 8s, the 8s looking like 0s.
Lewis now calling signals. Pitch back to number 4. That's Kyle Williams.
Great job by Mifflin defense with contain over there on the left side.
44 Gallen with a tackle.
Harrisburg trying to run into that short side of the field, and again, nice job by Mifflin defense. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Governor Mifflin 42, Harrisburg 13. For all those who have tuned in tonight for this heavyweight battle, thank you. Again, special treat for us, a special opportunity for a lot of the folks that are here to see 2 of the premier teams here in Pennsylvania just go to battle tonight.
Fans heading to the exits. Lewis. And he's sacked.
Backfield. 79. Smith.
Jamari Smith with that sack, Kerry.
Great job by Smith, and just kind of just making it a little bit more towards the conclusion of this game here. Again, a lot of the fans that you're talking about, we have a lot of the Mifflin faithful and families that are up near us, and a lot of them are just going down to get their place by the fence to meet up with the players.
So 4th and 17, and Harrisburg hunting the ball. And Nick Singleton, that was Eden Johnson returning that kick.
Johnson.
Man, he wanted to take that one all the way.
48-yard line, 1st and 10.
And again, when we talk about the depth that they have at the positions, of course, Nick Singleton's back a lot for whether it's kickoff returns, punt returns. Johnson there, great job fielding that, getting upfield, getting positive yards.
Well, 1st and 10 for Governor Mifflin. They've got it on their own 48-yard line. 2:34 left in this one. With Mifflin having this game in hand, 42-13.
Now, regardless, though, I've really enjoyed seeing Harrisburg here tonight. I haven't seen them live in a few years, and always well coached. Great job, great athletes, and again, you're not playing the top 5A team in the state every week. So Harrisburg's got a lot of good football. They've had a good start to the season. They got a lot of good football in front of them as well.
Kerry, think about, this was anybody's game early in the 3rd quarter. It was 21-13, and, then there was that turnover that Mifflin forced on defense, and they never looked back.
No, and again, you can look at the scoreboard and, and say, of course, Mifflin's been, kind of out in front, and Harrisburg's been trying to, play catch up.
Singleton, he was just jogging out there. 54 yards for a touchdown. 46 yards.
When he gets out there in space, again, he's a special talent. But again, this Harrisburg team, regardless, I've seen them do some things tonight that have been, very impressive. That's not typical of what we see against this Governor Mifflin Mustang offense or defense. Just what Harrisburg did defensively, especially in that 2nd quarter. And on offense, kind of, pounding it. Again, a lot of things that, we just don't see other teams, do at all against Governor Mifflin. So a lot of positives for Harrisburg. Again, a lot of games left in the season for them, and they're no doubt we're going to see them continue on. But Governor Mifflin, kind of doing Governor Mifflin things here at the end of this game.
49-13, Kerry, and like I said, this game was up for grabs early in the 3rd quarter, and Governor Mifflin kind of put their foot on Harrisburg's throat and took control of the game and never looked back.
No, so 7 touchdowns, 7 extra points, 49 points here, so far tonight for Mifflin. 152 left in this 4th quarter. Again, though, how many points have we seen here more towards the end of the game? And again, Mifflin having starters in. Nick Singleton still playing in the game with 152 left in the 4th quarter. How often do we see that happening? So again, it's kind of, here at the end, we're starting to see Mifflin do what they do a lot, in the first half against other teams. So again, it's been real neat to see these two.
I've got it 49 now.
Perennial powers
turned in at the press box
out here tonight, playing PA high school football. So 152 left, 4th quarter.
I'll make it a little bigger next time. Okay. Minute 52 to go. Governor Mifflin set the kickoff. Jackson Schools right into the arms. Ooh, boom! Nice tackle there on special teams by Tynan Harder of Governor Mifflin.
Harder with the tackle.
And
Jesse a lap.
winding this one
We have
down.
your first in the press box.
Lots of smiles, a lot of happy faces on that Mifflin sidelines, Kerry.
No, again, not jumping out early. You know, it was a tighter game early on, but again, Mifflin coming out on top, right close to, their 50 points or so that they're averaging a game. 49-13 here with a minute 19 left in the fourth quarter.
Clock running now because of mercy rules, so just about a minute left in this one. Oh, running there, number 1, Naquan Prather.
8 McNeil, 33. Rodriguez with a tackle.
While the next guy's up for Governor Mifflin, now getting into the game here, under a minute, clock running, fourth quarter.
That was Prather again up the middle. Oh my, this is getting a little bit chippy now. A lot of hankies out on the field right now. 20.2 seconds left to go. So it looks like it's against Governor Mifflin.
Yeah, from my vantage point, very much a loss of composure there by one of the Mifflin players. Clock's running.
And that's going to do it. Governor Mifflin victorious here tonight in Shillington, 49-13. You know, like I said, Kerry, it turned into a rout, but this game was very much in doubt early in the third quarter. Couple of turnovers by Mifflin, and tough defensive effort, and 49-13. Thoughts?
No, and again, if you just look at the score quick, you're going to say, "Oh, Mifflin, just typical Mifflin game." But again, I saw some glimpses of things here. Harrisburg was able to do on both sides of the ball that we don't usually see happening to Governor Mifflin, especially during the regular season. So, again, the positives, the takeaways, Mifflin, again, the big play capabilities, second half, doing their thing. But again, being able to have the opportunity to play this opponent tonight, as opposed to, where we thought we'd be at the beginning of the week for both of these teams. Again, these are two of the top, powers in Pennsylvania, football. Being able to play this game this early in the season, it's just going to pay. It's going to pay dividends for both of these teams.
All right. Well, anyway, Kerry, it was a fantastic game. A lot of fun to call. Thanks to the Moyer family for helping out on the broadcast tonight. The final here from Shillington: Governor Mifflin 49, Harrisburg 13. Any final thoughts there, Mr. Moyer, before we head to the house?
No, just again, great opportunity to be out here, watch a football game, here in Eastern PA, and just excited for next week and the rest of the season. And it's just great to be back out amongst the fans, out amongst these communities, and being able to bring you these broadcasts.
All right. For Brett Moyer, who did a great job on camera tonight, and Kerry Moyer, who's always, top-notch over there. Kelly Moyer, who was field producer. I'm Bruce Badgley. Hey, listen, thanks very much for joining us here tonight. The final from Shillington: Governor Mifflin 49, Harrisburg 13.